How to transcribe a mathematics book from paper format to Lambda format. In this lesson, we explain in broad strokes how to convert a mathematics book for visually impaired students in middle or high school to digital Braille format. This means making the book accessible, using the Lambda Math program. In this video we briefly present how transcriptions are carried out using three fundamental software. They are, InfyReader, InfyEditor, Lambda. InfyReader is an optical character recognition, OCR, software that recognizes standard text as well as scientific figures and mathematical symbols. After scanning a document, this software allows exporting the recognized content in a variety of digital formats, including LaTeX, MathML, XHTML, and more. InfyEditor is a software for creating mathematical documents, allowing for easy and fluid insertion of mathematical expressions. For our purposes, InfyEditor is used for correcting documents created with InfyReader. Documents written or corrected with InfyEditor can be saved in various formats, including LaTeX, MathML, XHTML. While Lambda is the mathematical software dedicated to the visually impaired. It allows importing MathML files previously created and corrected with InfyEditor, after they have been automatically recognized with InfyReader. Therefore, the fundamental steps for transcribing a page of mathematics from print format to Braille are three: recognition with InfyReader, correction with InfyEditor, importation and reading with Lambda. But let's go in order. To transcribe a printed mathematics book in black into Lambda format, for example into accessible Braille, through a PC, there are essentially three methods. The first method is very simple. It involves the operator translating word by word, formula by formula, the content of the paper page. This technique is expensive in economic terms, as the operator takes a lot of time to read and transcribe the mathematical text, character by character.
Tuttavia non è una tecnica da scartare del tutto in quanto, a volte, il testo originale non è disponibile in formato elettronico, cioè in PDF accessibile, per cui è importante imparare a trascrivere, anche elemento dopo elemento. Oltretutto, spesso, anche dopo aver effettuato il riconoscimento automatico, è necessario intervenire manualmente per correggere numeri o formule errate. Per cui vale la pena saper svolgere le operazioni di trascrizione in modo manuale, direttamente dentro l'editor Lambda.
However, it is not a technique to be completely discarded because sometimes the original text is not available in electronic format, i.e., in accessible PDF, so it is important to learn how to transcribe, even element by element. Moreover, often, even after automatic recognition, it is necessary to intervene manually to correct wrong numbers or formulas. Therefore, it is worth knowing how to perform transcription operations manually, directly within the Lambda editor. Therefore, the first method involves the knowledge and use of the writing tools available within the Lambda software. For manual transcription, please refer to the Lambda manual, where all the steps and techniques of manual writing are described. The second method, which speeds up the work compared to manual transcription, is to start from a PDF file, in vector format. It can be opened with any browser, such as Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera, and many others. It should be noted that vector PDF files are not just images, but contain the text within them. To understand if a PDF file is vector-based, you can try opening the PDF page with any browser and test if it is possible to select the text, copy it, and paste it into another editor. If this is possible, it means that the text can be selected, copied, and then pasted directly into the Lambda editor. Therefore, we recommend that you do some testing. Select the textual part of your PDF file and try to paste the content directly into the Lambda page. If this happens, it means that your PDF file is of vector type and therefore you can bring all the textual parts back into the Lambda editor, except for the mathematical formulas.
Una volta conclusa la fase di inserimento del testo, si lavorerà direttamente dentro il programma Lambda per scrivere le formule mancanti.
Once the text input phase is completed, you will work directly inside the Lambda program to write the missing formulas. Let's remember that if we try to copy the formulas contained in the PDF file, they will be incomprehensible because the mathematical elements in the PDF file are nothing but graphic symbols that have no mathematical meaning. If you try to copy and paste a formula, this is probably the result you will get, text without any meaning for the user. Therefore, we can say that with the second method, it is possible to copy and paste all the textual part of a page, while formulas must be manually inserted. It is important to keep in mind that this type of transcription is certainly time-consuming, but it can be useful to organize a page optimally. By doing so, it is possible to organize the most significant elements of a page in the right order and eliminate everything that is unnecessary, such as images, graphs, colored underlines, highlighted text, and more. From the example of this page, it can be seen that many graphical elements should not be translated. This is why manual work is essential. The third method consists of using two specific software tools that we mentioned before, InfDreader and InfDeditor. The first one allows for the automatic recognition of an image type page and saving it in various formats such as IML, LaTeX, XHTML, and many others. The second tool, InfDeditor, allows for editing the recognized text and correcting any errors, or adding text that was not recognized correctly for some reason. Please note that InfDeditor also allows you to select environments. This is particularly useful when converting automatically to Lambda. InfDeditor allows you to separate and distinguish the textual part from the mathematical one. As you can see in this image, the textual part is composed of black characters, while the mathematical one has blue characters. This distinction will be crucial for conversion to Lambda, as Lambda, in a very similar way, distinguishes the textual environment from the mathematical one. As for InfDreader, OCR, we mentioned that it allows saving in numerous formats. We are mainly interested in the IML and XHTML formats. We need the IML format, proprietary format, because the saved file can be opened by the InfDeditor program, and the XHTML format because it can be imported into the Lambda program. But let's go back to our first software. What is InfDreader? InfDreader is an optical character recognition, OCR, application designed to convert scientific, mathematical content into various formats, including XHTML. It is sold by an American company in Ohio and can be purchased as an annual license. The annual license costs about $45, while the perpetual one costs about $220. However, InfDreader also works in demo mode. The demo version has all the features of the version for sale, but with a maximum limit of 10 pages to process per day. Therefore, it is possible to fully experiment with its use and all the necessary steps to convert a page without the need to purchase any license. From the same InfDreader website, it is also possible to download InfDeditor, a free software that allows opening the files produced by InfDreader. With InfDeditor, you can correct, manipulate, and save the files in XHTML format, which can then be imported with Lambda. The features of InfDeditor are suitable for our transcriptions, since they allow us to open the pages produced by InfDreader and make the necessary modifications to correct any automatic recognition errors. To better understand how it works, let's start with some concrete examples. Here is a fragment of a page automatically recognized by InfDreader and opened with InfDeditor. Let's immediately say that the parts automatically recognized are distinguished into two environments, textual environment, and mathematical environment. This type of approach reminds us of the Lambda program. It also provides two environments. Therefore, the work of corrections and assignment of the environments that will be carried out within this editor will be saved and faithfully reported in Lambda as well. And this is a great advantage for transcription. As an example, let's start making some edits. At the beginning of the text, you can see that the letter R was recognized incorrectly. In this case, it is necessary to manually intervene by going to the Find Replace menu and replacing the incorrect character. We open the Find Replace window. In the top part, we paste the symbol recognized incorrectly. And in the bottom window, we indicate the correct character, which is the letter R. We can also see that the symbol resembling a capital L is wrong and needs to be replaced with the letter L. So, we proceed with Find and Replace as we did previously. Let's continue with the literary corrections until we get the text that corresponds to the original page. Note that now the fragment is correct. There are no errors. However, there are blue and black characters proposed in a disordered way. Therefore, it is necessary to assign the correct environments to the text in question. It should be noted that when opening the IML file in INFTY editor, the user is presented with two windows. On the left is the text recognized by the OCR INFTY reader, while on the right is the original text. In this way, the transcriber has the opportunity to quickly compare the original with the recognized part and make corrections. Once the page has been corrected, we proceed to assign the mathematical and literary environments. This can be done by selecting the text that interests us and assigning it a literary or mathematical value by respectively pressing the T or M icons. The icons are located in the top menu. T stands for text, M for math. As we can see now, the textual part is all in black, while the mathematical part is in blue. This is the correct format for conversion to Lambda format. Now all we have to do is improve the formatting by removing all the original line breaks that don't make sense for Braille transcription. We must keep in mind that when we are in the Braille environment, we should format based on the number of characters used by the Braille line. Typically, there are 40 characters per line, but the value can be changed based on the user's specific needs. But once the work of correcting and formatting the text is finished, it is possible to export the file in XHTML format. Now let's open the Lambda program. We go to the Import menu, select XHTML, and choose the file previously saved within the INFTY editor program. Also note the red vertical line that runs through the entire page. It indicates the position of the 40th character of the Braille line. This line is functional for pagination in Lambda. Now that we are in the Lambda environment, it is possible to intervene further to make other corrections, if necessary. But let's go in order. To transcribe a printed mathematics book in black into Lambda format, for example into accessible Braille, through a PC, there are essentially three methods.